Okay, so I thought I'd make this little video as a tour and a little bit of a memoir of what our world looked like a while back. I thought I'd come back and see it, so I thought it was quite interesting. Anyways, we started off around about this area, we being myself and Jack, and we came across this village, and deciding that we were lazy bastards, we'd just take the village, steal all of its resources, and make it ours, and make it our basically base, I suppose. So we very quickly came in and conquered it, pillaged, plundered, all the rest of it. There was nothing left after we were here. There was a lot of villagers though, which I'll get onto in a little second. But I can remember that I'm pretty sure I taken the church. Strangely, yeah, it was this one. I taken this. That was my bed there down the bottom. Went up the spire. Had my chest with stuff in it. I put a tree up here for some fucking reason. I can't remember whether Jack had, or if he'd even bothered with a place, with a permanent place. But yeah, that's where we started. I was also quite obsessed with keeping a village and keeping it active for a place to kind of trade. So I wanted to keep the villagers alive, because obviously we were spending a lot of time here and it was dark and a lot of monsters were spawning in, and no matter how many torches we put down, we couldn't stop it. So I decided that what I was going to do was... Oh, try and open that up. Never mind. I decided what I was going to do was attempt to build a big wall around about the entire village, as we can see here, to keep the villagers in, keep the monsters out, and keep them safe. Which I thought was an excellent idea, and it was, but it'd taken a fuck ton of cobblestone, and it'd taken a hell of a long time. So we needed the cobblestone to make this happen. I mean me, I was the only one that was invested in this. But anyway, we needed cobblestone. Now obviously, big fuck off desert, we weren't going to get any easily here. So we decided that we would create a mine, as we can see here. And we thought at that point, why not just build a house? So we did. And this is our house that we built, which is kind of barren now, to be honest with you, but I shared this with Jack. Only one bed left in it now, but we shared this. This was our base of operations. And we didn't have much going on here, apart from some basic storage and stuff, but we made it work. Basic farm as well, with some pigs still locked up. And we created our mine. This is what that we needed. Not just to get cobblestone for my concentration camp idea, which is basically what it fucking was. It was also to help us explore and get more resources. So here it is, and Jack basically headed this up. It was more of a fucking quarry than a mine. We're just taking everything that we could. We started strip mining a little bit, as we can see. That goes on all the way into the distance. But yeah, we got our resources here. I don't know why we abandoned this mine, I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure it was quite good. But I got enough stone to build this wall. And then we decided that we'd explore even more. To see how much better we could do. And Jack was being on us, so he made a cock up here. Don't know why he did that. He just did. What a work of art. See? It was a beacon to light our way. But anyway, we thought that we'd explore a little bit more. We thought that we'd see what else the world had to offer. So what we did was we came across the coast here. And we thought it was pretty cool. I particularly liked this island. Look at that island. I thought you could build a lot of cool stuff on that. I did, obviously. But before that, we came to this village, which was probably one of the best ones we came across in this world. It was big, it had a lot of resources in it at the time, I had a trader's outpost as well, which was great. So we could trade using emeralds. I had a church in it, I had everything, I had mines nearby. So this is where we made our main base of operations. I quickly decided I wanted a magnificent mansion, so I built that bad boy. Quickly see inside it. There we are. Living room bit with a plant, because fuck it, why not? Kind of crafting room type thing with all the crafty stuff that you might need. Upstairs, quite spacious, balcony, bed, big balcony without no seating, kind of jump point there. What else we got? Ah, yeah, I remember this. This was my underground bit. So first of all I had a big storage room that I never completed, with underfloor heating. We had this area, which would be my own personal mine shaft and nether portal. Don't think I had much going on here, I'll be honest. Just a very basic mine that went on into its own mine. And I'll get to that soon. But yeah, that's what we wanted to do. So I built this, it was great, and I decided I'd colonise the rest of the island. So I decided that I needed to create some good sustenance. So I spawned in as many chickens as I could here, so I could create arrows and stuff. I also created a big farm with carrots and shit. A little farmhouse store to store all my farmhouse stuff. And over here, this was a very late addition to the island. The path was a late addition as well. I created a little port with boats and shit. Because obviously being on an island, it was easy to explore with boats. So I created that. I spent far too long making this bridge. And then if we follow this round, all the way around, we'll see what Jack was up to all this time. Jack was very much driven by resources. I was very much driven by using them. But yeah, he built this. He wanted a base of operations underground. So he made an underground house, as we can see. Which was spectacular. He was very good at kind of making a lot of stuff and crafting a lot of stuff. So he had everything here for doing all that. He was very organised as well. He also had the biggest storerooms and stuff. Big storeroom down here. It was all going to be organised, it was all going to be brilliant. He had an extensive farm network. Again, all beautifully organised. It went on for fucking ages. Again, he had plans of expanding this, but he never did. Great idea with the lily pads as well. He also had a bin, which was a great idea. You could just throw items down there and they would despawn. Again, he was driven by resources. So he created a massive mine shaft. I mean, he built all these stairs as well. Look at that! This was a massive strip mine. So he could strip mine for ages to find stuff. And the mine extended into another mine. But yeah, we were driven by that. There's something else that we built as well, which was another late addition. We spent far too long on it. It was a combined effort by me and Jack, mainly Jack. Was this. We wanted a way to easily transport resources. Me being an adventurer who would go and find stuff, and Jack being a more resource-driven person, could supply me by using this track. I don't actually have any carts here, which is annoying. But we'd get a cart, or we'd send stuff in a cart, if I can move that actually. Come on. And it would continue all the way over here, all the way down here. No, we're taking ages trying to mine this out. All the way to here, which would lead us up to my house. So we created a mine cart transportation system between both of the houses, which was quite cool to work out. And later on, one of our other friends, Jenna, came to join the world. She originally taken up our old residence in our old house, which is why it's stripped bare now, but it's still there. She first of all started here, where the massive cock was, and then decided she wanted her own house over here. I don't know why it was so disconnected from the rest of us. We did have plans of linking the minecart system to it, although that would have taken fucking ages. It was possible for me to travel to it by boat, obviously, but that taken ages as well. But yeah, quite expansive. It was definitely big, and it was obviously still in development when she left it. But yeah, it was massive, such a massive space. Look, a massive hall. It was supposed to be 3 floors, I think. So we had this big floor as well. We'll get to that in a wee second. And then there's supposed to be another floor on top. But she left and we didn't know when that she was coming back. So me and Jack decided to fill it with leaves for no particular reason, as a bit of a prank, and left her this message. And she never did come back to see it. So, yeah. One that I'll keep as a log, I think. We did also, we never made it to the end. We made it to the nether, and we're kind of a bit scared to explore it, so we never went too far into it. Oh, another point I forgot to mention about Jack. Bridge, he built that. Sugarcane. Again, being quite resource driven, he wanted to make a really efficient farm, so he made farmland out here. And he made this an abomination, really. All about cruelty and that, shoving them all in there. Chickens and stuff. And when they had a mass culling, they would all come into here, and they'd all be filtered into these chests. They put a lot of time and effort into that to make sure we were always stocked with food. So, yeah. Efficiency at its finest. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so we never really explored the nether very well. All the 2 nether portals in the world go to is basically a cobblestone hut. We spawned in an area which was just basically soul sand, so we couldn't really move, and it was a little bit disappointing. What we did do, however, was we went on massive adventures, or at least added quite a lot around about the world, which is why the map's full. To go and explore stuff and bring back lots and lots of treasures, which obviously shared about, because that's what I do. I'm a sharing man. We also went on a huge adventure in that direction, and we found a massive ravine with a lot of villages nearby, and we got a lot of resources from there. I think that's all we did in this world. Yeah.